Hello, Putala. Everyone, very good evening to you all. So today we are going to discuss about 2018 O-level paper, and you may wonder why we are not doing the YouTube live with our formal YouTube. There was a problem actually. You all aware about that? The channel was disabled, and we got it by giving a very big try. uh, and still we are not able to have live sessions, right? They have disabled the live sessions. Therefore, I thought of giving the live through this session through this YouTube channel. So however, this is also mine, without being obstacle, without taking other factors to our as an obstacle, Puta, we can find solutions of continuing the class, right? So that is why I started giving the session like this. Okay, right, we start the session. It's about 2018 O-level paper. This is 2018 O-level paper. I'm doing this to give you extra help. The name of the mercenary army of King Vijay Bahu. Do you know? Do you have any idea about the army, King Vijay Bahu's mercenary army, Putala? Right? And who are known as actually mercenary army? Any idea? Mercenary soldiers, mercenary army, mercenary army, or else mercenary soldiers means Pratap. They are the soldiers actually who can buy for money, right? The soldiers who can buy for money. If we can buy for money, they are mercenary soldiers, right? Mercenary soldiers means the soldiers or so army who can buy for money, right? For money. මුදල් වලට ගන්න පුළුවන් සේනාවක් නම් අපි කියන පුතා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඇවිල්ලා mercenary soldiers. They were the name of the mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first. Vijayabhau first की mercenary army කට අපි කියනවා Velaikar army. Velaikar army. Velaikar army. Right? Keep remember. It's Velaikar army. So who were the mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first, Puta? Velaikarami, 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 Vela 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 Velaikarami, 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 mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first. Velaikarami, Velaikarami, mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first. Velaikarami, Velaikarami, mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first. Velaikarami, mercenary army of Vijayabhau first. So Velaikarami means the mercenary army of King Vijayabhau first. And we all know Buddha Vijayabhau first was the founder of Polonnaruwa kingdom, or else we call the first king of Polonnaruwa kingdom. First king of Polonnaruwa kingdom. It's Buddha Vijayabhau first. First king of Polonnaruwa kingdom. हमको समस्त को दिल में हिंदुस्तानी la 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 la. And Ambuta Vijayabhau first was the first king of Polonnaruwa kingdom, and his mercenary soldiers were known as Velaikarami. Next one, the Portuguese navigator who came to India in 1498. 1498 වල Portuguese navigator කවුද ඉන්දියාවට land කරපු පුතා? ඒ තමයි Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama. And Vasco da Gama first landed to Calicut, puta. Right? He first landed to Calicut. Yeah, මුලින්ම land කරේ පුතා Calicut වලට, right? Vasco da Gama landed first to Calicut. Vasco da Gama landed first to Calicut. So you can write down those things, and you can subscribe this channel, Puta, because I'm targeting to give live sessions at least 2 times, right? Yeah, 2 days per week. The problem was we are not able to give live sessions through history in English mediums. channel because still we are not able to get the permission to do live sessions, right? I don't know what has happened to that channel that was disabled for 1 week. However, with hard effort, we got the channel again, Puta. So now, but still can't give live sessions. Again, is that I made this channel for actually the students who are learning in government schools and who lack English knowledge to give external support for their English language, right? So, however, now I am using this channel to give our O-level history English medium paper discussion. So, 2 days per week, we are giving live sessions through this channel. Therefore, keep subscribing this channel. It will be a great help that you are doing to me also. Enembuta, the Portuguese navigator who came to India in 1498, Etamai Vasco da Gama, right? Who landed to Calicut. Vasco da Gama landed to Calicut, all right? And then the British Prime Minister who gave the leadership to Allied parties during World War II. World War II, which was started actually 1939 to 1945, right? That was the year where which World War II was began and ended. 1939 to 1945 World War II. World War II started. La 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 la. World War II started 1939 to 1945. World War II started Puta. La 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 la. The British Prime Minister who gave leadership to Allied parties during World War II. Winston Churchill. It's Winston Churchill. It's Sir Winston. It's Sir Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill, Winston Churchill, World War II, Allied powers, Winston Churchill. La 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 la. Winston Churchill, World War II, the Allied powers, while the British Prime Minister gave help to the Winston Churchill. Vasco da Gama first landed to India in Calicut. La 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 la. Missionary army, Velakar army. Missionary army, Velakar army. The emperor who ruled Japan during World War II. World War II. As I said, 1939 to 1945. The emperor Japan Puta, Emperor Hirohito. It's Emperor Hirohito. Emperor Hirohito, Emperor Hirohito, Emperor Hirohito, Emperor Hirohito. Emperor Hirohito ruled Japan during World War II. Right? So these questions get 1 mark for each question. So Puta, if you will get 4 marks for this one, right? And for your oral examination, you have 2 picture descriptions. Basically, 1 picture from grade 11, 1 picture from grade 10. එකක් අපිට හම්බෙන පුතා grade 10 වලින් අනිත් එක අපිට හම්බෙන්නේ grade 11 වලින්, right? What is the name of this sculpture depicted in A? මොකද්ද පුතා මේ picture එක? हमको को समस्त को दिल में हिंदुस्तानी. La 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 la. You can see the textbook, right? අපි බලුම්බන් අන්න තියෙනවා. මේ දින what is this? මේ grade 10 textbook එකක්. The sculpture of man and the head of horse. Sculpture of the man and the head of horse. Man and the head of horse. Man and the head of horse, man and the head of horse, man and the head of horse, man and the head of man and the head of horse, man and the head of horse, man and the head of horse. Man and the head of horse. එහෙනම් අපිට හරිම ලේසි උත්තරේ man and the head of horse. Head of horse. In which religion, in which religious place could it be seen? මොකක්ද අපිට මේක දකින්න religious place එක පුතා ඉසුරුමුණිය temple. සුරුමුණිය temple. ඉසුරුමුණියේ පෙම් යුවලට මගේ දුක මම කිව්වා නුවර එළිය සිසිල් බවයි විටකදී හද මඩල මහවන්නී විටකදී හද මඩල කොළොම්පුරේ රුදුරු බවයි විටකදී හද මඩල Man and the head of Hospita Isurumunia temple. Who has been identified to be the person who represent in this? Who has been identified to the person who represent this? But actually, we can represent two gods here. Gods of the neck represent my god Parjana, yeah, right? ඔයගලන්ට පෙන්නනම් ටෙක්ස්ට් බුක් එකේම එවිඩන්ස් එකක් විදිහට මෙන්න ඉන්න අපිට this sculpture represent god Agni, head of horse, Parjanya, image of man, head of horse and image of man. Head of horse කිව්වේ god Agni, head of image of man की පුතා Parjanya. මෙතනදී අහන්නේ question එකෙන් අහන්නේ පුතා identify to the person. Person කියන්නේ image of the man නේ. උතර image of the man කියන්නේ අතර මෙන්න කවුද මෙතනදී? පර්ජනය. 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 Right? පර්ජනය. To what period of kingdom of Sri Lanka does this creation belong? Period එක පුතා it's අනුරාධපුර. අනුරාධපුර. ආශා නිරාශාම වූ La 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 na na la 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 la. Next one. State the name of the person who appears in the picture B. කවුද පුතා මේ ඉන්නේ අතර මේ තමයි අපි. So this is from grade 11 පුතා. This picture from grade 11. I will show you. So definitely you have two picture descriptions for your examination. So one is coming directly from grade 10 and the other one is පුතා directly coming from grade 11, right? ඒක මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ. grade 10 and grade 11 වලින් තමයි මේක එන්නේ. නිවි යන්න පෙම් प्रार्थना आशा निराशा में मैं इंद्र रानी नुमाई ला 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 නිවේ Okay, Mahaveli Balana Hunasgiriya. Now, in 2018 O-level paper, we can come to conclusion here, Puta. Both pictures from grade 10, right? But this is having Puta only one person for your O-level examination. Both pictures are present in from grade 10 is one person, right? Generally, most probably 99% will be from grade 10 and 11. One is from grade 10, one is from grade 11, right? But in 2018 O-level paper, Buddha, the both pictures arrived from lesson grade 10. නමුත් මේක ඉතාම සීමිත percentage of 1% වගේ තියෙන්නේ. So this is the image of Raj Singh II. Then the person who appears in picture Bibhuta is Raj Singh II. In which kingdom of Sri Lanka did he rule? He ruled actually Kandy. Mahaveli Balana Hunasgiriya, due to mountain ranges, European slaughter could not play with kings of Kandy. Me ahasata poloven name ekadumare. By which name he was known before ascending to the throne? Putra, he was known as Prince Mahasthana. රජගමට එන්න කලින් එයාව හැඳින්වුවේ Prince Mahasthana නමින්. Name the person who has been considered as the artist of this picture. It's Putra Robert Knox. State the name used to identify the first human being who made early settlements in Sri Lanka. Now, from part 2, actually, for your O-level examination, Putra, we have 7 questions, right? Part 2. We have 7 questions. Sorry, 6 questions, right? They are known as question number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Yathama, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of these 6 questions, you have to do only 4. මෙතනින් වා select කරගන්න ඕනේ 4 questions. 4 means each question get put 18 marks. So 18 into 4. 18 into 4, it is equal. Yes? 18 into 4. Got to think. For part 2, you are getting 72 marks. And part 3, from part 3, right? You have 8 and 9 question, and from this you have to do 1 question. Puta. So plus 18, you are having 90 marks. And then map marking, you are getting 18 marks. 2 pictures, you are getting 8 marks. And 1 instances, you have 4 marks. Altogether, you are having here 30 marks. 30 plus 90, you are getting the 120. So 120 MCQ 80 marks. This is how you are getting 200 mark for your O-level exam. O-level exam में लागों देसी हम बेले में and then they will divide this into 2 by 2 will be getting out of 100 on CN हम बेले. So then, part 2, you have to write 4 questions. Questions hatarak part 2 ge liyannon. And part 2, 1 question. Right? So, balloon part 2 ke questions ටික. එතකොට දැන් මෙන්න මේ questions ටික compulsory. හරි? For your oral examination පුතා මෙන්න මේවා compulsory. මෙන්න මේ page එක ඇවිල්ලා compulsory. මෙතනදී map marking එකට 18යි. මේ instances වලට 4යි. picture descriptions වලට 8යි. එතකොට ඔයාලට හම්බ වෙනවා මෙතන 8ට 16 4යි 20යි බිංදුවයි. 1 2 3 right? 30 marks. You are getting 30 marks like this. So let's see how to get our 70 90 marks. නේ. බලමු අපි part 2 එකේ ලකුණු ගන්න කොහොමද කියලා. Name the name used to identify the first human beings who made early settlements in Sri Lanka. ලංකාවේ පුතා early settlements කරපු first type of human beings. They were known as whom? ඒගොල්ලන්ට කිව්වේ මොකක්ද? They were named as Homo sapien. Homo sapien. Homo sapien. Homo sapien. La 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 la. බොහොම හොඳයි හැමදෙනාම La 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 la. Name 2 environmental zones where they expanded. The අපිට environmental zones Homo sapiens කියන පුතා prehistoric man. So they have expanded 6 environmental zones. Environmental zones 6ක ඒගොල්ලෝ expand ලා දිනවා. බලමු අපි මොනවාද environmental zones 6 කියලා. එක අපි කියනවා semi arid zone. දෙක පුතා lowland dry zone. 3 lowland intermediate zone. Low intermediate dry zone. 4 wet zone. 4 wet zone. 5 mountainous dry intermediate zone. 6th one arid zone. 6th one arid zone. These are the 6 environmental zones where prehistoric man or else early settlers we called Homo sapiens but expanded. Semi-arid zone, lowland dry zone, lowland intermediate dry zone, wet zone, mountainous dry intermediate zone, arid zone. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 na 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 na. Semi-arid zone, dry zone, lowland intermediate dry zone, wet zone, mountainous dry intermediate zone, arid zone, la 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 la. Na 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 na. 2 environmental zones, Abhidapa, you can put include 2 of them, right? Describe with references which led to regarding the protohistoric age as an era of transformation. And right, it's a very good question, right? Protohistoric era was an era of transformation. Let's take a mind map. दिल में हिंदुस्तानी. Proto-historic era is an era of transformation. Proto-historic era पता है, is an era of transformation. दिल में हिंदुस्तानी. Proto-historic era of transformation. La 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 la. So now, before proto-history, Buddha, we had prehistoric era. We call prehistory. Prehistory means the time period. अभी गिनवा, the time period started before literary sources, right? Literary sources आरंभ में मतलब कालीन युग हमारे होता है. It's we call prehistory. Prehistory means the time period started before literary sources, right? Prehistory means the time period started before literary sources. Literary sources आरंभ में मतलब कालीन युग आप क्या नहीं पता? Proto-historic era. Proto-historic era, right? Proto-historic era. So in proto-history मैं बता अभी sorry in prehistory का तो दिन. In prehistoric era, people had actually nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic lifestyle. What is nomadic lifestyle? Nomadic lifestyle means actually they have no permanent settlements. No permanent settlements. Nomadic lifestyle means actually Puta, no permanent settlements. No permanent settlement. Permanent settlement का क्या बोलना था? Nomadic lifestyle means no permanent settlement. Right? According to nomadic lifestyle, they have no permanent settlements. Permanent settlements later. Then after, they spend their main livelihood was roaming and hunting. Roaming and hunting. Roaming and hunting, roaming and hunting, roaming and hunting. So they walk 7 kilometers per day. They walk 7 kilometers per day. දවසකට සාමාන්‍ය කිලෝමීටර් 7කට ආසන්න ප්‍රමාණයක් ඇවිදිනවා. ඒතර අපි කියනවා ඒ වගේම prehistoric era was the primitive era of human evolution. Primitive කියන්නේ පුතා basic era. Basic era. It's the primitive era, right? Primitive era. It was known as primitive. It was known as primitive era. It's the primitive era of human evolution. So how and their main tool was known as we called stone tools, right? Stone tools was their basic technological tool. In Zapigemo stone tool. Let's take stone tool as their basic type of technological tool, stone tool. So I am here discussing about prehistory, right? The stone tool they go like a basic geometric micro stone tools. But when we discuss about proto-history, it's an era of transformation. Actually, people started to stay, or as people started to live. People started to live in permanent settlements. Permanent settlements. People started to stay in permanent settlements. La 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 la. La 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 la. started to live in permanent settlement, started to live in permanent settlement, started to live in permanent settlement. It was about the era of transformation, right? Protohistoric era, it's a era of transformation where prehistory people started to stay in in prehistory, but they had no permanent settlements. They walked 7 kilometers per day and they spent a nomadic lifestyle. But when we discuss about the proto-history, it's a era of transformation where people started living one permanent settlement. අනොත්තරේ අපිට මෙහෙම උත්තා ගොඩ ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම දෙක ගන්න පුළුවන්. In proto-historic era, their technology, because technology was based on iron tools. Iron tools. But in proto-history, their technology was stone tool. They had the primitive technological tool. But in proto-history, they have used iron tools. Pratap, they have used iron tools. Because of using iron tools, they could do clearing, digging the ground and clearing the jungle, and as well as ploughing easily. Ploughing easily. For the second source of transformation, we can take technological tool as iron tools. Third one, we can take the starting agriculture. Starting agriculture. Starting agriculture. When discussing about agriculture in prehistory, people spent a nomadic lifestyle and their basic livelihood was known as roaming and hunting. Roaming and hunting was their basic livelihood. La 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 la. Basic livelihood එක වෙන්නේ prehistory වල roaming and hunting. හැබැයි අපි ගත්තොත් protohistory වල පුතා basic livelihood was changed into agriculture. So agriculture was changed, was done පුතා because they start in protohistoric era they started to live in one place for a long time. So when they started to live in one place for a long time, they started to do agriculture. අපි තව change එකක් ගත්තොත් the basic change, the basic era of transformation is known as methodical burial system. Methodical burial system. Puta. Wow, it's a great topic, right? Methodical burial system means rituals related to dead bodies. It comes under megalithic burials. අපිට උදා මේක හම්බෙන්නේ megalithic burials යටතේ. Megalithic burials, in prehistory, no systematic burials. දැන් අපිට පාහියන් වලින් හම්බෙනවා, තොර කුරුවිට බටදොම් වලින් හම්බෙනවා, ඒ වගේම රාවණ ඇල්ලෙන් හම්බෙනවා. What they do, they just take the dead body and dig a pit and kept the dead body for sometimes until it decayed, and then they dug out the dead body and they take the skeletons and once again buried the skeletons, and they take the skull of the man and perforated, right, and they curl the dead body. Those are very primitive methods of rituals. But in protohistoric era, they use methodical burial system which comes under megalithic burials. So megalithic burials also divided or comes under three parts. They were known as kist burial, urn burial, clay tub burial. Kist burial, la 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 la, urn burial, la 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 la, clay tub burial, la 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 la. La 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 la. අපි හිනහෙනවා අපි හිනහෙනවා මොක මොක කීවත් එක එක තාලේ මේකයි පිස්සුම පිස්සුම තාලේ. So if you want, you can have a note for this, right? You can take 1 minute to have the note of this screenshot, Puta, right? La 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 la. All right, hope you have done this part, Puta. Api ilang question eකට යන්. Explain with examples how the agriculture was organized in economic structure in historic era. Very good, right? It's a very good question. අපිට කියන්න තියෙන පුතා agriculture. Explain how the agriculture was organized in economic structure. අපි ගන්න agriculture in historic era. Agriculture in historic era. Agriculture in historic era. Now, once again, you may wonder Buta, why I'm doing a YouTube live through this Speak English channel. Actually, this channel was created for the government students who are having English language issues to give extra help for them. We have official YouTube channel for history in English medium, but you all know that it was blocked, disabled for a week. Right, and I have given a big try to recover it. So, however, successfully now it has been recovered. But the problem was still the YouTube is not giving to do live sessions, right? So that's a problem for me. But without taking external circumstances as obstacle to us, I thought of doing the live session, giving live session through this channel. So, however, we have to give the live sessions through this channel. This is also my channel, one of my channel. Therefore, keep subscribing this channel, Puta. We have to give the live session through this channel. I'm planning to give live sessions 2 days per week for the OLL students, give extra help by discussion papers like this. Therefore, apart from our official classes, so keep subscribing this channel, and then you will get the live sessions, especially like Wednesday night and Sunday night. We are arranging live sessions like this, Puta, right? Okay, agriculture in historic era. The historic era part comes under lesson number 4 and lesson number 6. අපිට let's take examples. අපි ගමු examples වලට. අපි හිනහෙනවා ඒ මොක මොක කීවත් එක එක තාලේ මේකයි. Now, but in historical era, we all know it's the beginning of settlements around small towns. We called actually Vapigama, right? So agriculture in those historical era divided into farming and animal agriculture puta divided into farming and animal husbandry. So farming further divided into chain and paddy cultivation. Chain cultivation and paddy cultivation, right? Animal husbandry was done for several purposes, especially transportation, agriculture, and obtaining food. Transportation, agricultural purposes, and obtaining food. So these were the some of the purposes of doing animal husbandry. And agriculture in historical era අපි ගත්තාම so there were පුතා අපි කියනවා එහෙනම් මේ settlements වලදී settlements based on professions, agriculture based වෙච්ච professions තිබ්බා. Examples අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් පුතා අපි කියනවා agriculture based professional villages, agriculture based villages ගමු අපි. මොනවද අපිට මේකට example දෙන්න පුළුවන්? කසිකරගාම. Villages where farmers lived. එතකොට කසිකරගාම and trade වලට ගත්ත ගොපලගාම Gopala. Gopalagama. Gopalagama can be taken, right? Gopalagama can be also taken as where cowherds lived. Then after basic point tech animal husbandry was divided. Agriculture was divided into farming and animal husbandry. And farming was done with chain cultivation and paddy cultivation. Animal husbandry was done transportation, agriculture, and obtaining food. Then with chain cultivation, so you can explain about chain cultivation. We have Navadeli Hen. Navadeli Hen newly made chainers. Newly made chains are nowadays here. What do we grow in chain? Right? What are things grow in chain? In chain. Chain है कि सामान्य वातावरण मोनवाद. Seeds, yams, brinjal, again, seeds, yams in specific types to kapita dan pulwa. Right? What grow in chain? And then when discussing about animal husbandry, we know that there was a word called kirigiri. Right? Kirigiri means puta cattle's reared to obtain milk. Obtain milk. And we have galgon or else galgon or galmivun. Puta galmivun. They were using for transportation, right? Cows used for transportation. Cows used for transportation, right? So this answer can be taken as agriculture historical leader. Asana yugula taggal dia ganna puluwang. ඔබ මහමුණුදා දැත්දරා Agriculture and historical era. අපි බෙදනවා agriculture පුතා divided into farming and animal husbandry. So farming divided into shade cultivation and paddy cultivation, animal husbandry, transportation. Animal husbandry was done for the purposes of transportation, agriculture, and obtaining food. Settlements based on professions අපිට ගන්න පුළුවන් agriculture වලට agricultural based villages නේද කසිකරගම villages where farmers lived ගෝපලගම villages where cowherds lived ඔන්න අපිට basic examples දෙක ගන්න පුළුවන් ඊට පස්සේ chain cultivation there were Navadeli hen process of chain cultivation Navadeli hen newly made chains and what growing chain you can just mention yams and seeds growing chain some examples right examples of the mentioned kind of lamuta animal husbandry world there was a word called kirigirin found in inscriptions made by King Kashyapa IV a cattle bred for obtaining and we have galgon and galmivun used for transportation and these were based on agriculture in historic era La 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 Right, Putala. Okay. So we have question number 3, 4, 5, 6. So we will be discussing question number again, Puta question number 3 and 4. Right? We are planning to discuss question number 3 and 4 with 1 hour session like this. We had a pack use karnawa as a live session to discuss a question like this, Puta. So our next live session will be arranging on Wednesday. Wednesday, api ilaga live session arrange karna 9 p.m. So you all can join Wednesday also for the live session. Hope that today's live session, this free live session is very helpful to you all. So next live session, Puta, will be on Wednesday. You all can join and can get an extra support for your O-level examination, right? All right, Mutadin, thank you very much for joining for 1 hour session for the live with paper discussion. Up here now that Wednesday hum demo with our paper discussion next Wednesday. Thank you very much. See you all. Study well.